What's going on? This is ridiculous!
Your dad's not gonna make it anyway.
How can you say that? He's fighting for his life in there!
Be realistic. The doctor said his chances aren't good.
That doesn't mean we give up hope. He's my father.
Fine, keep hoping. I'm just being practical.
Practical is not the word I'd use for your attitude right now.
I'll take all these get-well gifts off your hands. No sense wasting them.
What are you talking about? Those are for my dad.
He's unconscious. He won't know the difference.
That's not the point. Those are from people who care about him.
At least this hospital trip wasn't a total waste.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
Look, I'm just trying to find a silver lining here.
By stealing gifts meant for my dying father?
Stealing is a strong word. I'm repurposing them.
That's exactly what stealing is.
Where are you anyway?
Why do you want to know?
Just wondering why you're not at the hospital.
I've been there all day and night. I needed a break.
So you left them alone? Some daughter you are.
Don't you dare judge me. I haven't slept in 36 hours.
No one's here, so I'm just taking the gifts home.
Don't touch those.
Why are you being so difficult about this?
Because they're not yours to take.
They're just gonna sit there collecting dust.
Those are for my father.
He can't appreciate them in his condition?
That doesn't give you the right to take them.
I'm your husband. What's his is yours. What's yours is mine.
That's not how this works. I just went home to get some fresh clothes for Dad.
You could have told me you were coming home.
I didn't think I needed to report my whereabouts to you.
I'm your husband. Of course you should.
I'm heading back to the hospital now, so don't take any of the gifts.
So what do you expect to do with all these unused gifts?
Keep them for when he wakes up, which the doctors say could be soon.
You're too optimistic. It's setting you up for disappointment.
I'd rather have hope than be cynical like you.
It's a waste to leave them next to someone who's unconscious.
They're not a waste. They're symbols of people's love and support.
Symbols don't have practical value.
Not everything is about practical value, Derek.
Isn't it proper respect for the living to benefit from them?
My dad is alive.
Technically, yes, but quality of life matters too.
He's getting the best care possible. The doctors are hopeful.
Doctors always say that. It's part of their job.
Don't be so disrespectful.
I'm being realistic. Someone has to be.
There's a difference between realism and cruelty.
Come on, he's on borrowed time.
Everyone is on borrowed time. That doesn't mean we treat dying people with disrespect.
I'm just saying, why pretend?
I'm not pretending. I'm showing basic human decency. He's pulled through for now.
For now, keywords.
The doctors are surprised by his resilience.
Temporary rally happens all the time before the end.
Stop saying such awful things.
Truth hurts sometimes.
This isn't about the truth. It's about basic compassion.
Compassion doesn't change reality.
And your callousness doesn't help anyone. And don't touch any of the gifts. I mean it.
Fine.
I'm serious, Derek. Leave them alone.
I said fine, didn't I? What more do you want?
I want you to respect my wishes regarding my father.
Whatever.
This isn't a whatever situation. This is important to me.
You're so damn annoying.
Excuse me? My father is dying and you're calling me annoying?
Yes, because you won't stop nagging me about stupid gifts.
They're not stupid to me or the people who gave them.
If there's nothing to gain here, I'm out.
What's with that attitude?
What attitude? I'm just being honest.
There's honest and then there's heartless. Guess which one you're being.
I'm being practical. Someone has to be the adult here.
The adult thing would be showing support during a family crisis.
I'm exhausted from work and still came to visit.
For all of 10 minutes, during which you tried to steal gifts.
I came, didn't I? That's more than most would do.
Most would actually show compassion and support.
I've done my duty. Don't ask for anything more.
Duty? Is that how you see supporting your wife during a crisis?
What do you want from me? I can't fix you, Dad.
I want basic empathy and support. Is that too much to ask? Fine, whatever.
Finally, you're being reasonable.
That wasn't me agreeing with you. That was me giving up on this conversation.
Same difference. At least you stopped nagging. I'm sorry for being a burden.
Dad, you're not a burden. Don't ever think that.
But all this trouble, the hospital bills, your time.
None of that matters. You're my father.
Sweetheart, are you okay?
I should be asking you that. You're the one in the hospital bed.
But you look exhausted. Have you been sleeping?
Don't worry about me. Focus on getting better.
I was planning to come to the hospital during visiting hours.
Wait, what? Dad, you are in the hospital.
Oh, I'm confused again. The medication.
It's okay. The doctor said confusion is normal with your treatment.
I'm so glad you're conscious again.
Dad, I wasn't unconscious. You were, for 3 days.
Was I? Everything's jumbled in my mind.
The doctors said that might happen. Your brain needs time to recover.
I'm truly sorry.
Sorry for what? You have nothing to apologize for.
For putting you through all this worry and stress.
Dad, please, this isn't your fault. I'm just glad you're awake now.
I had a dream yesterday about when you were little.
You did? What was it about?
You were about 7, wearing that yellow dress you loved.
The one with sunflowers? I wore that until it fell apart.
Yes, that one. You were so happy.
I remember. Mom made it for my birthday.
You had such a hard time after losing your mom so young.
We both did, Dad. We got through it together.
Did we? I feel like I wasn't really there for you.
Of course you were. You were always there.
I wasn't there for you enough.
Dad, you did everything you could as a single parent.
I should have done more, been more present.
You were grieving too. I understood that, even as a child.
I was just trying to make sure you wouldn't struggle financially since your mom was gone.
And I appreciate that. You gave me security when everything else felt uncertain.
But I never took you anywhere fun.
We had fun in our own way. Remember our Sunday pancake competitions?
You always won with those chocolate chip smiley faces.
Only because you let me win. I knew that even then.
I'm sure you resent me.
Dad, no, never. Not once in my life.
All those school events I missed.
You made it to what mattered most. My graduation, my first recital.
I wouldn't blame you if you hate me.
Dad, I've never once hated you.
Really?
How could you think that? You're my rock, my hero.
After all my failures as a father?
What failures? You raised me alone and did an amazing job. I knew how hard you were working.
I was always at the office.
Working to give us a good life. I understood that.
I missed so many moments, though.
And you were there for the important ones. That's what matters. I always felt your love in everyday life.
In what way?
The notes you left in my lunchbox, the way you'd check on me before bed, even after late nights. How you learned to braid my hair when I was little, even though you were terrible at it.
Those tiny pigtails were a disaster. They always fell out before lunch.
But you kept trying every morning until you got it right.
You mean that?
Every word. I never felt unloved or neglected. Not once.
And you don't hate me?
Of course not. I've always loved you, Dad. I still do.
Thank you.
There's nothing to thank me for. It's just the truth.
You have no idea how much that means to me.
I think I do. It's how I feel when you say you're proud of me. You must have been carrying a lot of regret to have dreams like that.
Seems that way.
Why didn't you ever talk to me about these feelings before?
I didn't want to burden you with my regrets.
Dad, you can always talk to me about anything.
I know that now. I should have known it sooner. But thanks to you, I only have 2 regrets left.
What do you mean? What 2 regrets?
They've been on my mind since the doctors told me.
Told you what? Dad, what did they say?
About the time I have left. It's limited, sweetheart.
I know, but they also said you're responding well to treatment.
Let's be realistic. I need to make peace with some things.
What are these 2 things?
One is that I want to go on a trip with you.
A trip? Right now?
Not this moment, but soon, while I still can.
Of course, anywhere you want to go.
We've never traveled together, have we?
Not since I was very little. I barely remember those trips.
Even then, they were just short drives to see relatives.
Where would you want to go?
Remember that hot springs resort your mother and I visited?
The one from your honeymoon photos? It looked beautiful.
It was magical. I'd like you to see it.
I'd love that. We could recreate some of those photos.
It would mean the world to me.
I want that too. We can start planning as soon as you're stronger.
Don't wait too long. Time isn't something I have in abundance.
Okay, we'll plan it for after you're discharged.
Thank you, sweetheart.
And what's the second thing?
That would be about Derek.
My husband? What about him?
There's something we need to discuss regarding him.
Is this about how he's been acting today? I know he was rude.
It's more than that. Much more.
You're scaring me a bit, Dad.
I'd like to speak with him directly. Can he come to the hospital?
Yes, I'll let him know.
Make sure he comes. It's important.
I'll tell him it's urgent. He'll be here.
Thank you. And Sarah?
Yes, Dad?
No matter what happens, know that I'm proud of the woman you've become.
Now you're really worrying me, but I'll bring Derek tomorrow.
That's all I ask. Thank you, sweetheart.
Hey, my key isn't working.
Try harder. Maybe you're doing it wrong.
I know how to use a key, Derek. It's not working at all.
Weird. Must be broken.
Did you change the locks?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yes or no?
You filed for divorce today, right?
Yes, I did. That was your idea, remember?
Actually, you're the one who agreed when I suggested it.
After you gave me an ultimatum about my dying father.
Details.
So did you change the locks or not?
I made sure strangers can't get into my house.
Excuse me? You're calling me a stranger now?
Legally speaking, once you filed for divorce, you became one.
That's not how divorce works.
It's how I've decided it works.
You changed the locks while I was spending all day handling divorce paperwork and name changes?
Efficient, right? I didn't waste any time.
You had this planned all along.
I'm just protecting what's mine.
Half of everything is still legally mine until the divorce is finalized.
The house is mine now.
Says who?
Says me. I'm the man of the house.
That's not how property division works in a divorce.
It's how it works in my house.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm being practical again.
This isn't a joke.
Who's joking? I'm dead serious.
You can't just lock me out of my own home.
Watch me. I can do whatever I want with the locks to my house.
It's our house, Derek.
Not anymore. My house.
Fine, if that's how you want to play this. So, the divorce is final.
Not yet, but soon.
You're making it final by acting like this.
Just accelerating the inevitable.
This should be divided as shared property.
Why share what I can keep for myself?
Because it's the law?
Laws are open to interpretation. I decided I'm keeping the house, but I'll have your stuff sent to your dad's place.
How generous of you. And where exactly are you planning to send my things?
The old man's place, obviously. Where else would you go?
You're planning to pack up all my belongings without me present?
I'll be careful. Mostly. You should be grateful.
Grateful for you illegally locking me out and handling my personal property?
For me being so accommodating during our separation.
What kind of property division is that?
A convenient one for me.
That's not equal at all. You think you can just decide things on your own?
I just did. Who needs permission?
The court, for one. This isn't how divorce proceedings work.
By the time the courts get involved, it'll be too late. I claimed it first, so it's mine.
You're absolute garbage.
Yeah, now name-calling won't get your stuff back.
This is illegal. You know that, right?
Illegal, legal, such narrow terms. Whoa, don't misunderstand.
What's there to misunderstand? You're stealing my property.
I'm securing what's rightfully mine. I didn't want to resort to these tactics.
Yes, you did. You planned this all along.
Not all along, just since you mentioned divorce.
So petty and spiteful.
But I had to.
No, you didn't. We could have handled this like adults.
This is handling it like adults. Adult wolves. Who knows what you and your dad might do?
What we might do? You're the one who's been lying and cheating.
You've been investigating me. Who knows what else you're planning?
I'm not planning anything except a fair divorce.
Just protecting what's mine?
Well,
Well, what?
strike 3 on the house deed.
What are you talking about now?
It's in my father's name.
What? What are you talking about?
The house. It's not in my name or yours.
That can't be right. We bought this house together.
No, we didn't. My father bought it. Check the deed.
You're lying. This is our marital home.
Even though we're divorced, my father's property doesn't get divided.
But you said this house was yours. That's why I agreed to live here.
I said we could live here. I never said I owned it.
You implied it was yours.
I meant eventually.
Eventually? What does that even mean?
My father planned to transfer it to me someday, but he never did.
You tricked me!
I didn't trick you. You assumed.
Shit! So this house is...
My father's property.
You can't be serious! All this time?!
All this time. Check the property records if you don't believe me.
Why didn't you tell me before?
Why would I? It didn't matter until you tried to lock me out of it. Now that we're divorced and you're a stranger, you've changed the locks and are squatting here.
I'm not squatting! I live here!
Not according to the law. My father never added you to any paperwork.
This is insane! I've been paying utilities!
Congratulations! You've been paying to use someone else's property. That's breaking and entering, plus property damage.
Come on, breaking and entering? I've been living here for years!
With permission that has now been revoked.
You can't just revoke permission like that!
Actually, my father can, and he has. The police will definitely take you away.
You called the police?!
Of course, you broke the law.
Breaking and entering? And property damage?
Changing locks without permission is property damage. Criminal offense.
This is ridiculous! I'm your husband!
Ex-husband, as of today.
The divorce isn't even final yet!
The separation is, and you're trespassing.
Okay, I get it. I'll leave right away. Just call off the police. That's fine, right?
It's too late. They're already on their way.
Just tell them it was a misunderstanding. Please don't call the police. Too much hassle.
Strike 4.
What now?
I already called them.
When?
Right after I discovered the locks were changed.
You reported me to the police? We were a family until a few days ago!
And you tried to steal my home today.
Not steal, just secure temporarily.
By changing the locks and keeping me out? That's theft.
Why are you going this far?
Because you've shown me exactly who you are, and I believe you.
You should be grateful to me.
Grateful? For what exactly?
For everything! I was a good husband!
A good husband who cheated with my father's money?
That was just a few mistakes!
You tried to crush my dying father's last wish.
Oh, come on, not that again!
Yes, that again. It shows your true character.
Did you really expect me to be happy about wasting money on a dying man?
Did you really expect me to be happy about a husband who would say that?
Of course! If you hadn't interfered, I could have kept playing around while maintaining a nice family image.
And you admit this like it's normal?
It is normal. Lots of men do it.
Not decent men, not men worth staying married to.
Wait. Remembering all this is making me angry again.
You have no right to be angry here.
I have every right. You tricked me about the house.
And you tricked me about being a decent human being.
But I'll forgive you.
Forgive me? That's rich.
Yes, I'm the bigger person here.
You're delusional.
Yeah, so tell the police it was a false alarm.
No, you committed a crime.
Come on, after everything we've been through, we're even now.
Even? You think this makes us even?
Yes! You tricked me about the house. I tried to keep the house. Now we're square.
This is pointless.
Just call off the police and let me pack my things.
Too late. I hear sirens.
Sarah, please, this will go on my record.
You should have thought about that before changing the locks.
At least let me explain my side to them.
Go ahead. Explain how you tried to steal a house that isn't yours.
You ungrateful jerk. Who let you in here? It's my house. I have keys. I'm extremely disappointed in you. The feeling is mutual, old man. I offered you a helping hand, and this is how you repay us? You're the one who broke our agreement by telling Sarah about the loan. I didn't tell her anything. Then how did she find out? I couldn't stay away when I heard what was happening. Great, the whole family's here now, just in time for the police. This is exactly what it means to bite the hand that feeds you. You didn't feed me. You loaned me money I was going to pay back. When? After I was dead? Eventually, when I had the means. I trusted you because you were Sarah's husband. I wanted to support you, and I appreciated it until you broke our confidentiality agreement. I never said a word to Sarah. Your own behavior gave you away, and this is what we get? What you get for meddling in my marriage? Meddling by helping you financially? By turning my wife against me! You punk! How dare you treat the person who helped you like this? You didn't help me! You sabotaged my marriage! I loaned you money in good faith! You spent it on other women! That's a private matter between me and Sarah. Stop forcing your charity on me! Charity? It was a loan with terms. You just loaned it without me asking. You begged me for that money, said your parents were in trouble. You exaggerate. I merely mentioned their situation. I don't think I have any obligation to repay something that was pushed on me. Pushed on you? You practically got on your knees. That's your imagination. I barely asked. That's subjective. Only if the other party feels it was pushed on them. Exactly, and I felt it was pushed on me. That's not how legal loans work. There was nothing legal about it, just a handshake between men. By the way, I took photos when you borrowed the money. What? You photographed me? And I have a promissory note. That was just a formality. I didn't think you'd actually hold me to it. So I never borrowed anything won't work. I never said I didn't borrow it. I said I shouldn't have to pay it back. I thought that note was just a worthless piece of paper. It's a legally binding document. It can't be legally binding. There's no lawyer. It doesn't need a lawyer to be legally binding. And you recorded the video? Every bit of it, including you promising to pay me back. That's an invasion of privacy. That's protection against fraud, which you committed. Pay back the $50,000 you borrowed down to the last penny. $50,000? It was just $30,000. $30,000 plus interest and late fees as specified in the agreement you signed. That's ridiculous. No one actually pays those. The law says otherwise. I don't have that kind of money. If you can't, I'll hand this debt over to some old acquaintances who are, let's say, connected. Connected? What does that mean? I have some old friends. What kind of friends? The kind who are very effective at debt collection. You mean like loan sharks? I mean like people who get results. No, both the police and the mob are bad news. What father would stay quiet when his only daughter has been hurt? You'll spend your life paying for the pain you've caused my daughter. You can't do this. It's illegal. So is fraud and theft. I didn't commit fraud. You borrowed money under false pretenses. That's fraud. I'm gonna have Sarah help me out.
Why would I help you after everything you've done?
I've got both the police and the mob after me now.
You brought this on yourself.
Look, your dad's lost it and things are getting out of control.
My dad is perfectly sane. You're the one who's lost control.
Please, if you help me, I'll remarry you and support you.
Support me with what? The money you don't have?
I'll get a better job, work harder, change my ways.
It's too late for that.
Please.
Why would I remarry garbage like you?
Because we had something special before all this.
And you destroyed it with your lies and disrespect. Why would I remarry you? And don't worry about me financially. I'll be fine.
What? What do you mean?
Dad has a huge fortune he made from stock investments.
Stock investments? Your dad?
Yes, he's quite savvy with the market.
How much money are we talking about?
I'll live off passive income from now on.
Passive income from investments?
Plenty to support myself and care for Dad in his final days.
Your dad had that kind of secret?
It wasn't a secret. You just never bothered to get to know him.
If I'd known he was loaded...
You'd have what? Treated him better? Not called him that old man?
Okay, I get it. I admit I was wrong.
Now you admit it when you find out there's more money?
I'll confess to everything. The debt, the women, the cheating, the girlfriend, all of it.
Girlfriend? So there's a specific woman, not just random affairs?
That's not important now. What matters is I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
It's too late for that.
It's never too late to start over. People make mistakes. I'll come clean, start fresh, and remarry you.
Absolutely not.
I've decided we'll live together on passive income.
We? There is no we anymore.
We can rebuild. I'll help manage your father's investments.
Like I said, there's no way I'd remarry scum like you.
Don't be so hasty. Think about our history together.
I am thinking about it. All the lies, the disrespect, the betrayal. You're such a selfish man.
I can change. I'll prove it to you.
No thanks. I've seen the real you now. I don't have any lingering feelings.
You don't mean that. It's just anger talking.
No, it's clarity. For the first time, I see you clearly. Just disgust.
After all our years together, just disgust?
After seeing who you really are, yes, just disgust. So thanks for the divorce.
You can't mean that.
I've never meant anything more sincerely. Really, thank you.
No! I'm in real trouble here.
Yes, you are. And it's all your own doing.
Help me out!
Why would I help someone who tried to steal from me and my father?
Because you're a good person! Better than me!
Being a good person doesn't mean letting people take advantage of me. Oh!
What now? Will you help me?
No. I'm going to tell Dad that you also stole your get-well gifts.
You don't have to bring that up now!
I told him I'd file a theft report, but you took the gift cards and everything.
They were just going to waste there! He found out!
The hospital has security cameras, Derek.
Stingy old man!
Even now, you're still disrespectful.
It was just a few gift cards, no big deal!
With all your crimes piling up, you're definitely going to prison.
Prison? For some gift cards?
For fraud, theft, breaking and entering, and property damage.
That's ridiculous! Those are all minor things!
You did this to yourself.
I was just trying to get by!
By stealing from a sick man in the hospital?
When you put it that way, it sounds worse than it was!
It was exactly that bad. You reap what you sow. Karma.
Stop it! You can't do this to me!
I'm not doing anything to you. The law is.
Sarah, please, you've got to help me!
I don't have to do anything for you.
But we were married! That means something!
It meant something to me. Clearly not to you.
My life will be ruined!
You ruined it yourself with your choices.
I won't be able to support myself!
You should have thought about that before committing multiple crimes.
So please, help me out!
The time for that is long past.
I'll do anything! Anything! Just help me!
There's nothing you can do now that would make me help you.
You can't just abandon me like this!
Watch me.
After everything we've been through!
Yes, after everything you put me through. Ignoring my ex-husband's desperate pleas, I completely blocked him. Later, Dad and I visited the hot springs resort where he and Mom went on their honeymoon. We were amazed the place was still exactly the same. Being there reinvigorated Dad, who has miraculously outlived his prognosis and is enjoying every day to the fullest. Meanwhile, my ex was arrested on the spot by responding officers and fired from his job. His parents came to apologize to Dad and me. They're making their idiotic son, now saddled with alimony and debt to my father, work on their family farm from dawn till dusk until he's reformed as a decent human being.
A low-class person from a single-parent family coming for a marriage meeting at my house? If I had known, I would never have given permission. Get out now!
What? Are you Kevin's father, Mr. Thompson? Why are you sending these messages?
Who else would I be? My son showed me how to contact you. And yes, I'm sending messages because I don't want to see your face. To think my son would bring someone like you into our home. Who do you think you're fooling with that innocent act?
I'm sorry, but I really don't understand what's happening.
Your kind doesn't belong in my house.
I don't understand. Is something wrong? Have I done something to offend you?
Everything about you is offensive. A council member's son with someone from your background? What would people think?
My background? What exactly about my background concerns you?
I won't have someone from your background contaminating my household. Do you know how many important people visit this house? What would they think if they knew?
Knew about what exactly? I've always been honest about who I am. I really don't understand what's happening. We haven't even met properly.
And we never will. I won't acknowledge you. How dare you try to climb the social ladder using my son?
I don't understand. Your son and I have been dating for months.
Months of deception? Each day you spent with him was an insult to our family.
He's always been supportive and understanding.
I had to practically force him to tell me the truth about you.
Force him? What do you mean? Did you pressure him somehow?
A father has the right to protect his family. He finally admitted everything about your shameful background.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. He finally told me the truth about your background. I had to hear it from him because you were hiding it.
Hiding? I've never hidden anything about my background from him.
The audacity to keep lying! You deliberately deceived us all! A proper family would have disclosed everything immediately!
I really haven't hidden anything. What exactly do you think I've been hiding?
Your shameful background! Did you think I wouldn't find out about your family situation? Did you think you could fool everyone forever?
But there's nothing shameful about my background.
What's this? I hear you're from a single-parent home! Where are you now? I saw your shoes at the entrance. How dare you still be in my house? Just get out!
I'm in your son's room right now. He said I should join the family dinner today. Though he's not here right now because his mother called him.
That's not important. Just leave immediately! You dare to make yourself comfortable in my house. In my son's room, no less. You think you can just waltz into our home like you belong here?
But your son invited me here. He said everyone was looking forward to meeting me.
You have no right to be in this house. No right to be anywhere near my son. Every second you spend here insults our family name!
Listen, isn't it rather rude to suddenly tell me to leave? If you had issues with me, you could have said so during the formal meeting.
How could I say that in front of my son? Why didn't you tell us you were from a single-parent home?
As I said, I haven't hidden anything about my background.
There you go again with your excuses. You should have announced it immediately. A proper family would have mentioned it right away.
I didn't hide anything. I told your son right from the start that my mother passed away from illness. I assumed he had told you.
Liar! My son would never hide things from us. Don't try to blame this on my son. He knows better than to keep secrets from his family. Do you think I'm foolish enough to fall for your deceptions?
I'm not trying to deceive anyone. I've always been honest about my family.
Honest? You're anything but honest. You've been planning this from the start. Save your excuses. You're not worthy of my son.
Thompson, I understand you're concerned about me being from a single-parent home. But your wife has already started preparing dinner, hasn't she? If I leave now, wouldn't that waste her cooking? Could I at least check with her first?
Thinking about food at a time like this? No need to check. She hasn't prepared anything for you anyway.
What?
You heard me. There was never going to be dinner for you.
But your son specifically invited me.
My son was too naive. He didn't understand what you really are.
What exactly do you think I am?
A deceiver, a social climber, someone who doesn't know their place. Why don't you go to the kitchen? You'll understand your place then. Oh, and since I don't want to see the face of someone like you, if you have anything to say, just message me.
Your wife said there's no food for someone from a single-parent home and gave me rotten vegetables. What's the meaning of this?
It means exactly what you think. You're not welcome here. Did you expect a feast? You don't deserve our good food.
But these vegetables, they're completely spoiled.
There's no proper food for low-class people. If you're so eager to eat with us, you can have those rotten vegetables.
I see. So this was planned.
Of course it was planned. Did you think we'd welcome someone like you? Did you really think you could fool us forever? Did you think we'd welcome you with open arms? Finally catching on? Your kind doesn't deserve fresh ingredients.
These vegetables, they look like they were deliberately left to rot. By the way, where did you get these vegetables from?
Why do you care about rotten vegetables? Planning to complain about the quality? Looking to cause more trouble? Not that someone like you would understand, but these vegetables are from Green Acres Farm, which supplies to famous restaurants. You should be grateful.
Green Acres Farm vegetables? Such a prestigious supplier.
Huh? What's with that reaction? Are you mocking me?
Wow, thank you so much. Green Acres Farm is so exclusive. Their produce is really hard to get. This is amazing! Could I use your kitchen? These need to be cooked to be edible.
What? Have you lost your mind? What kind of game are you playing? Are you insane? These vegetables are garbage! Are you pretending to be grateful now? As expected of someone low class, you'd even eat rotten food! Why struggle when it's already spoiled?
These vegetables still have value, even if you don't see it. A skilled chef can work with ingredients others might waste.
Value? They're just garbage. Just like you. Stop acting like you know anything about fine ingredients. You're really starting to irritate me with this attitude. How dare you act superior when you're nothing but trash? You're as worthless as those rotten vegetables.
But putting this to waste is...
Fine. If you're going to act tough, let's see how far you'll take this. Oh, but there's one condition.
What kind of condition?
You want to prove something? Then let's make it interesting. Let's see if you're really as skilled as you pretend to be. You can use any seasonings and utensils in the kitchen, but here's the condition. Bring whatever you make here. We'll eat my wife's cooking, but you'll have to eat your dish made from rotten vegetables right in front of us.
Understood.
That's it? No complaints? No begging? Not going to ask for better ingredients? You're not going to cry and apologize?
No complaints. I'll make good use of what you've given me. I'll show you what these good vegetables can become.
Huh! We'll see how long you can keep up this brave act. You'll make yourself sick and regret this stubbornness. You'll give up soon enough. People like you always do. Don't come crying when you can't make anything edible.
Rachel, do you have a moment? I need your expert opinion. Do you think these vegetables are still edible if I cooked them? Sarah, of course. I always have time for you. What's going on? You never message me these days unless something's wrong. Actually, I'm at my fiancé's house right now. I don't want to bother you, but I really need your advice. You're never a bother. What's happened? Are you okay? You sound worried. I'm sending you some photos now. These photos? What happened to these vegetables? They're in terrible condition. Wait, where did you get these? These look deliberately spoiled. They're pretty bad, aren't they? But I noticed something interesting about them. The quality seems very high despite the condition. I need your farming expertise. Your family's farm experience might help here. Just tell me what's going on. I'm getting worried. These aren't normal spoiled vegetables. I know it's a lot to ask, but I really need your opinion on their quality. The lettuce might be okay if you cook the core. The leaves look too far gone. The carrots, the center part seems salvageable. But Sarah, why do you have vegetables in this state? This isn't like you at all. Thanks for looking. I know it's a bit sudden. I appreciate your expert eye. Stop deflecting. Something's clearly wrong. You're avoiding my questions. Something's not right here. You're always so particular about ingredient quality. This isn't about the vegetables, is it? These vegetables, they're really poorly maintained. It's strange to see produce in this state. But actually, despite being spoiled, these look like high-quality produce. I'm still wondering why they're like this. High quality but spoiled? That makes even less sense. Someone deliberately ruined good produce, didn't they? Yeah, unfortunately. Wait a minute. These aren't just any vegetables. I recognize the quality. The quality is obvious even in this condition. Where did you get them? You noticed too? That's why I wanted your opinion. Your farming background really helps here. As expected from a farmer's daughter, you spotted it right away. Actually... Well, I'm at my fiancé's house. His father just found out I'm from a single-parent home, and they gave me these rotten vegetables instead of dinner. They what? Are you serious? They did what to my best friend? That's horrible harassment. They've gone too far. How dare they treat you like this? Who do they think they are? And there's more to it. The father-in-law says these are from Green Acres. You know about Green Acres, right? Green Acres? That exclusive supplier? Wait, the most prestigious farm in the region? Something's not adding up here. Those vegetables cost a fortune. Green Acres has the strictest quality control in the region. These vegetables wouldn't rot like this unless they were really badly managed. You're right. That's what I thought too. Even spoiled, you can tell they're premium produce quality. It's rare to see vegetables in this state. They must not respect food at all. This makes me so angry! Do you know how hard farmers work to maintain this quality? They deliberately wasted premium produce. I can't believe they deliberately let Green Acres vegetables rot just to humiliate you. I know, that's what makes me the angriest. Watching them waste food like this. My father taught me to never waste food. They're going to regret this. No one treats my friend like this. This is totally unacceptable, giving my best friend rotten food. Disrespecting food and being cruel. I won't stand for it. Just tell me what you need me to do. I appreciate your anger, but I need to handle this carefully. I don't want to escalate things yet. What are you saying? Carefully? They don't deserve careful. They've already crossed the line. But... No buts. They're getting cocky, aren't they? Let's teach them a good lesson. I'll help you. Nobody treats my friend like this. As expected from an ex-rebel, your motto is, if they hit you, hit back, isn't it? Of course! That's my way of justice! Your protective side is showing. You know me too well. Someone needs to stand up to these people. And don't try to calm me down. This isn't just about you anymore. This is about basic human decency. Rachel. People who get too full of themselves just keep escalating if you don't put them in their place early. Besides, aren't you angry too? Yes, I am angry, not just about being disrespected, but I can't understand how they can waste food like this. These vegetables, farmers put their heart into growing them. Premium ingredients treated like garbage. I won't forgive them. I'll make sure to honor these vegetables by cooking them properly.
This isn't possible! That can't be from those vegetables! It smelled good! Too good! What kind of trick is this? Answer me! What did you cook? What did you use? No one can make rotten food smell that good! You used other ingredients without permission, you thief! I'll call the police!
I did no such thing. The dish I served was made only from the rotten vegetables you gave me. I just used your seasonings as permitted. Every ingredient came from what you provided.
Don't lie to me! You must have smuggled in fresh ingredients! What did you bring into my kitchen? You're hiding something! Don't lie to me! It smelled like something delicious!
Yes, it did smell good, didn't it? Amazing what proper cooking can do. Proper technique can transform ingredients. That's still just the vegetables you gave me.
Impossible! You're lying! You must have snuck in other ingredients. You smuggled in fresh vegetables. There's no way those rotten vegetables could be cooked like that. It's impossible. You couldn't make such a dish just with rotten vegetables.
Actually, it is possible. Would you like me to explain my cooking process? I can walk you through exactly what I did. I can explain what I did with each vegetable.
More lies from you! Stop trying to fool me! You're just trying to cover your tracks. Stop trying to be clever.
Actually, I have a friend whose family runs a farm. She helped me identify which parts were still usable. However, since there was still a risk of food poisoning, I made sure to cook everything thoroughly. Every part that could be saved was used properly.
What? A farming friend? More lies! Now you expect me to believe you have farming connections? More of your deceptions. You're making this up. No one can cook rotten food.
Every ingredient has potential if you know how to use it. Years of cooking help you see value others miss.
And you actually let my son take a bite of it! How dare you feed it to my son? You fed rotten vegetables to your own fiancé?
Your son is an adult who can make his own choices. He chose to try it himself. I didn't force him to eat anything.
You're trying to poison him! This is attempted murder! You're poisoning him! He's only eating it because you tricked him!
He asked to try it, so I let him. I never suggested he should eat it. He made his own decision.
You manipulative schemer!
Oh, are you worried about a councilman's delicate stomach? That's rich, considering how poorly you manage food. Premium ingredients wasted just to prove a point.
What did you just say? Watch your tone! You dare criticize me? Watch your tongue! Just shut up! Don't talk back!
Could you please stop trying to intimidate me by yelling? If you think I'll back down just because you're being aggressive, you're very wrong. I'm angry about this. Your behavior has been completely unacceptable.
You dare to be angry after I let you use my kitchen? You should be thanking me! You should be grateful I even allowed you in! You have no right to be angry! Know your place! Huh, what's wrong with calling low-class people what they are? You need to learn your place. Don't forget who you're talking to!
What?
Listen here, single-parent households are abnormal because they only have one parent instead of two! That means they only have half the common sense. It's simple mathematics. You can't argue with facts. Don't you understand? You're defective. Single parents are poor, and poor people have poor minds and no common sense. We don't need to treat people without common sense with respect.
Well, that's not why I'm angry. Your prejudice isn't my concern.
What? Still not listening? How dare you dismiss my words?
Your ignorance about single-parent families is your own problem. You can think whatever you want about me. Your prejudice doesn't affect my worth. Yes, your words about single parents are unforgivable, but that's your prejudice and values. I can't change that. But you let those vegetables rot. You'll face consequences for disrespecting food that farmers worked hard to grow.
What? Consequences over vegetables? Are you threatening me over some vegetables? What are you talking about? Vegetables are replaceable. Just buy more.
No, that attitude is exactly the problem. You don't understand the value of food at all. Each vegetable is unique, and farmers put their heart and soul into growing them. Every ingredient deserves respect. Treating them as disposable is unforgivable. The vengeance of wasted food is terrible. Just be prepared.
Why are you the head chef at this restaurant? This isn't a job for someone from a single-parent home. What trick is this? Just answer me. Why are you here?
Well, hello, Mr. Thompson. Usually, I don't come out to greet customers, but since I knew you were dining here today, I wanted to thank you directly for your continued patronage. I was wondering when you'd notice. I've been waiting for this moment.
This must be some kind of mistake. There has to be an explanation. You can't be the chef here. This restaurant is too prestigious.
I hope you've been enjoying our cuisine.
Stop mocking me! This isn't possible! You're lying about being the chef! Someone like you couldn't be in charge here! Don't mess with me! How long have you been here? When did you start working? This restaurant is always used for political meetings. It's a councilman's go-to place. We hold important meetings here. The food is excellent. It's not an environment where someone like you could work. Have you been here this whole time? And you've been cooking our food? All those important dinners!
You seem confused about this, so let me clarify something for you. Perhaps I should explain more clearly. About that, would you like to know something interesting? You think I just work here? Actually, I own this restaurant. I'm the owner.
What? You own it? A single parent's child? That's impossible! Stop with these ridiculous lies! This place is too high class. Impossible! You're lying again! A single-parent child like you couldn't own this place. Someone like you couldn't possibly...
As you know, I lived with just my father. We weren't particularly poor, but I didn't want to depend on him forever. So after high school, I trained at restaurants. I worked my way up in this field from the bottom. I wanted to make my own way in life. Every position earned through hard work. I worked hard for every opportunity I got. I've been in the industry for over 10 years now, and yes, I proudly own this establishment.
What, for 10 years? But you're so young! You can't possibly have that much experience! You expect me to believe this? No one achieves this so young!
I know. Quite impressive, isn't it?
You mean I've been eating food made by someone from a single-parent home?
Yes, that's right. Every dish. Every single meal you've enjoyed here for quite some time now. All prepared under my direction. How was it? I hear from the floor staff that you always clean your plate. You particularly enjoy our seasonal specials, I'm told. You've been one of our most loyal customers. I'm quite proud that my cooking has satisfied such a discerning palate.
You, all this time!
I'm glad that food made by someone low class suited your taste. And the other council members? Well...
You've been deceiving us all along! You've made fools of us! We trusted this restaurant. That's right, you caused trouble by saying unnecessary things!
Trouble? I'm not sure what you mean. I've just been doing my job. Providing quality food is my responsibility.
Don't play innocent. You knew who dined here. Now everyone knows I called you low class. There are council members from opposing factions at these dinners. You planned this. This was your scheme all along. Do you realize what you've done? What if they use this against me?
Oh, now you're concerned about appearances and reputation? Suddenly worried about your image? How interesting. Interesting how quickly your attitude changes. Well, perhaps you shouldn't make statements that could be used against you. I was just concerned. What if a council member who shares your prejudice against single parents didn't like my cooking?
You schemer! This was your plan? You did this on purpose! You planned this from the start! I'm being accused of harassment because of you! Take it back immediately!
Take what back? Which part would you like me to retract? That I'm from a single-parent home? That you insulted me? That you gave me rotten vegetables? Would you like me to list everything you've said and done? Should I tell everyone exactly how you treated me? Besides, taking it back would be lying. I can't lie to our important customers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to return to the kitchen and cook.
Hey, this isn't over! Wait! Don't you dare walk away! What's with all these things happening one after another? Breaking off the engagement and demanding compensation? Have you lost your mind? This must be some kind of joke. You can't seriously expect this. Why should I pay compensation for a broken engagement?
You've received the legal notice, I see. I was wondering when you'd get it. The documents outline everything clearly.
This is extortion! You're trying to blackmail me! After everything else you've done, how dare you demand money from me?
It's not extortion, it's legal compensation. The law is quite specific about this. Compensation can be claimed if there's fault during an engagement period. Everything is being done legally. The law is quite clear on this.
There was no fault. My son didn't do anything wrong. He's completely innocent in this. You're the one who deceived us.
Would you like me to enumerate his faults? Shall I list what he did wrong? Would you like a detailed explanation?
You can't prove anything. You're just trying to extort money from us.
He approved of your harassment and didn't defend me, did he? Instead of supporting his future partner, he stood by and just did nothing. He just watched silently as you insulted me. He knew about your prejudice and said nothing about it. He chose to stay silent through all of it. The engagement is broken because of the harassment and his silent approval, so I'm claiming compensation. His inaction makes him complicit. You said you didn't want to approve the marriage anyway, so this should work out for you, right?
This is ridiculous. You're just after our money. You're showing your true colors. As expected from someone of your background, I absolutely won't pay for this. Not even a single cent. I agree to breaking the engagement, but I won't pay money to someone like you. You should be grateful we even considered you. You should be thanking us. This was a privilege for someone like you. You're just trying to extort money with false accusations.
False accusations? That's an interesting choice of words. Would you like me to be more specific about these false accusations? Should I share the evidence? My lawyer already has copies of your messages and recordings of our subsequent interactions.
What recordings? You recorded me? You're bluffing!
Would you like me to refresh your memory about what you said? Shall I quote your exact words? About single parents having half the common sense? About how poor people have poor minds?
You actually recorded everything? Every conversation? That's illegal!
Did you really think I wouldn't prepare myself after you sent those insulting messages and gave me rotten vegetables? I learned to document everything. I'm not that naive. I was ready for the harassment and insults when you ordered me to cook.
You can't use those! No court would accept them! That's illegal!
Actually, it's not. My lawyer assures me it's perfectly legal. Every message, every word. Everything is admissible. My lawyer says we have a strong case for compensation. If you don't like it, we can go to court. But as a local councilman, you wouldn't want that kind of publicity, would you?
What? You're threatening me again? More blackmail!
No, I'm just giving you options. No threats. Pay the compensation or go to court. The choice is yours.
You scheming little... You think you're so clever? Damn, you're trying to back me into a corner! You think you can manipulate me? But I haven't fallen so low that I'd lose to someone like you! You've made a big mistake! You'll regret standing up to me!
Hey Rachel, I wanted to ask, is it trendy right now to make prank reservations and cancel them last minute at restaurants? Huh? I haven't heard anything like that. It was a thing a while back, and we lawyers had to get involved, but not recently. That's an odd question. What's going on? You never ask about trends without a reason. Just wondering if there's something I should know about. I'm seeing an unusual pattern. The cancellations are getting concerning. Sarah! What's happening? Something's wrong at the restaurant, isn't it? I know that tone in your messages. I see. Then this is definitely targeted harassment. Their tactics are so petty. What? Harassment? Tell me everything. Don't hold back any details. What's going on? Did you get cancellations? It's getting complicated. The situation is escalating. Remember all those political dinners we host? You know how my restaurant is popular with council members for their meetings and business dinners? Yeah, what about them? Well, lately, all these supposedly council member reservations are being canceled at the last minute. And always right before service. All council member reservations? All of them? That can't be a coincidence. This is clearly targeted. How many reservations are we talking about? It started with just a few. Almost every political group that used to be regulars. Even groups that barely know Thompson. Thompson? Of course. This definitely sounds like him. I mean, Councilman Thompson's doing. I think so too. I expected that people close to Thompson wouldn't come anymore, but I didn't realize council members were so interconnected. He's using his influence. How could he do this to you? The timing is suspicious, isn't it? Ever since our confrontation about the compensation, everything was fine until that. His influence runs deeper than I thought. We can survive without politician customers, but these last-minute cancellations, the food just goes to waste. No! He's wasting food again! This guy is unbelievable! He really knows how to hit where it hurts. He remembered how angry I was about the vegetables. He's using what he learned about me. If they'd cancel in advance, we wouldn't waste ingredients. The fact that they're deliberately canceling at the last minute shows how malicious this is. Then we need to send a message back. Time to fight fire with fire. Dealing with politicians is tricky, but I can't stand watching them walk all over you. Let's fight back. Fight back? What do you actually have in mind? Because I don't want to punish or involve any other customers. Oh, Sarah, you're thinking too small. We need to think bigger, much bigger. The best way to handle this is to get public opinion on our side. Just leave everything to me. I've got connections.
Hey, you! What's with that internet article? Aren't you ashamed of trying to gain public sympathy?
Hello, Mr. Thompson. I see the article has caught your attention.
You know exactly what you did.
I simply gave an interview. The press approached me. We've been having a lot of last-minute cancellations lately, and it's been quite troublesome. When they asked to interview me about this issue affecting the restaurant industry, I agreed. The waste of food was particularly concerning. It seems the article has gotten quite a bit of attention.
You're manipulating the media!
Manipulating? I just told my own story. Just speaking about my experiences. I simply shared common industry concerns and my story as a restaurant owner.
Stop this immediately! It's disgraceful!
Why are you so worried about this article? I'm afraid I don't understand. What's disgraceful about discussing restaurant industry challenges? Many restaurant owners face similar issues. Why should I stop just because our restaurant was featured in an article? How does this affect you in any way? Unless there's something you're worried about.
It's unsightly! A person from a single-parent home trying to gain public sympathy through publicity stunts? A person like you shouldn't be in the media. Someone of your background. You're beneath us. Know your place. It makes my skin crawl. It's unpleasant, so just stop it right now.
But my background has nothing to do with the article. The story is about food waste. If it's unpleasant, you can simply choose not to read the articles. No one is forcing you to read about my experiences. I only shared my concerns about last-minute cancellations in the interview. I didn't mention any customer information or point fingers at anyone. Everything I said was factual. And the public seems interested about this issue. I'm not causing anyone trouble. In fact, thanks to that article, the restaurant is fully booked again. New customers are very supportive. Interesting how public sympathy works, isn't it? And I have no intention of taking down the article. It's my declaration of war against whoever's behind these harassment tactics.
You declare war?
The article has brought in many new customers, helping diversify our clientele. I bet whoever was trying to cause trouble with the cancellations must be quite frustrated now. 'Cause our business is better than ever. Funny how things work out sometimes. After all, their actions ended up benefiting the restaurant.
You think you're so clever? Damn, don't get cocky!
I'm not being cocky, but I am feeling pretty good. I'm just running my business, managing my restaurant. It's nice to see justice work naturally, because I'm sure karma will catch up to anyone who's been canceling reservations at my restaurant.
Huh? What are you talking about? This is outrageous! Writing such a slanderous article, this is defamation! I'll sue you! You've gone too far this time!
Have you consulted with your lawyers about that? They might have interesting insights. Well, I didn't write the article, so complaining to me won't help at all. The journalists did their own research. Besides, regarding defamation, the new article only mentions that many of the canceled reservations seem to be from council members. There's no personally identifiable information. Everything is carefully documented, and 80% of the article is just my personal interview.
Interview? Don't play dumb! You talked about our family too! You're destroying our family reputation!
Really? Did I? Let me think. I was just being thorough in my responses. Oh, they asked me to share my life story, so I did. I told them about losing my mother to illness, training after high school, opening my restaurant, and having a fiancé from a political family. All public information, really. But unfortunately, the engagement ended, so I'm focusing on my work now. Did I say anything strange? Everything I mentioned is factual. I just answered questions about my life. Claiming defamation for that is quite a stretch. Please calm down.
Shut up! You gave those answers maliciously! I won't forgive this. You deliberately mentioned the political family part. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Maliciously? I simply told the truth. Would you prefer I had lied? If you have any complaints, you should talk to the writer who wrote the article, because they're the ones who turned my interview into an article.
Hey, you're the one behind that internet article! You orchestrated this!
Hello, good day to you. This is Oak and Associates Law Office. I'm Rachel Oak. May I ask who's calling?
I know who you are, and you should know exactly who I am! I don't need to introduce myself, just take down that internet article! The writer said you requested it!
Ah, so this is a personal call. I was confused because this is the law office's consultation line. From the situation, I'm guessing this is Councilman Thompson. Regarding the article, we won't be taking it down. If you want it removed, please submit a formal takedown request. Though I don't actually have the authority to remove it anyway.
I know you orchestrated everything. That's why I'm contacting you directly.
Well, removing such a widely read article would require substantial justification. It's also a matter of revenue for the writer. Have you considered why the article resonated with so many people? The public seems quite interested in stories about abuse of power.
I know what you're doing!
Would you like to discuss this legally?
Damn, I'll make you regret messing with me! You have no idea who you're dealing with. I have connections. I know important people. You're finished. I'll destroy your law firm.
Are you actually trying to threaten a lawyer? Is that a declaration of war? Well, fine by me. You're making this very interesting. I've been waiting for this moment, you know. Do your worst. I'm a lawyer who fights with the law as my weapon. I accept your challenge. My, Mr. Thompson. Quite the social media storm you're in. Are you holding up okay? Your name is trending. Having a rough week? The media coverage is quite extensive. The public response has been quite overwhelming, hasn't it?
You're behind this too. This is all you're doing. You orchestrated all of this. Damn you, this is all your fault.
You planned this from the start.
Make it stop. You have to make it stop. The phones won't stop ringing. Emails are flooding in. We can't handle it all. Everyone's attacking me. We can't function. This is interference with public duties. Aren't you ashamed as a lawyer?
Ashamed? I haven't made any harassing calls or emails. I haven't violated any laws. Everything is perfectly legal. This is all self-inflicted, isn't it? After all, you were the mastermind behind the restaurant cancellation scheme. Your own actions caused this. The public simply responded to the truth. Not to mention all the workplace harassment and sexual harassment of government employees. Once these facts became public, it's natural for people to react strongly.
But those were all confidential matters. No one was supposed to know. How did this get out? This has never happened before. Someone must have betrayed me. And with such detailed evidence, how is this possible?
Well, I did my homework. Very thorough research.
What do you mean, research?
Let me explain something interesting. Didn't you find it strange, Mr. Thompson, how a lawyer like me could commission internet articles? Didn't you wonder about my connections? Weren't you curious about my reach? And how I got multiple related articles published so quickly? That's not normally possible, is it?
You must be threatening the writers! You're using illegal methods!
No, I'm not you. Actually, there's a simple explanation to this. My past is quite interesting. You see, I used to be a rebel in my younger days.
A rebel? What does that have to do with anything? What are you trying to say?
Let me be clearer then. You see, I have connections. Which means I have lots of friends, more like family really. People who know how to find things out. And while I've moved on, the media company that published those articles, it was actually founded by me and my old crew. So they're pretty willing to help when I ask. You know how it is. We've been watching you for a while, monitoring your activities.
What? How is this possible? An ex-rebel who founded a company and became a lawyer? What kind of background is this? What kind of connections do you have?
It's more like my friends wanted someone with legal expertise when they started the company, so I became a founding member. I don't handle operations, but I sometimes review articles for legal issues. That's why they were comfortable giving out my contact information as a point of contact. Oh, and I've reviewed all the articles about the cancellation situation. They're legally airtight. You won't be able to get them taken down on legal grounds. We're not that sloppy.
This can't be happening!
Surprised, life takes interesting turns. We rebels are quite resourceful.
Damn! Why? Why would you go so far for that woman? What's your stake in this?
Isn't it obvious? We would do anything for our friends. That's what rebels are about. And you picked the wrong person to harass. Now face the consequences of messing with one of our own.
You think you're untouchable because you're a lawyer? I still have influence. I can still destroy you. Don't get cocky, you upstart lawyer. I'll sue you. I know plenty of lawyers. I'll make sure you never practice law again.
Go ahead and try. I welcome the challenge. Because you're the one who's going down anyway.
Why am I being sued for extortion? I'm the one doing the suing. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Well, your previous messages and statements were quite incriminating. We could easily make a case for extortion and defamation. You've hired a good lawyer, but I'm also a professional. An ex-rebel. My motto is never back down from a fight. So, let's take this all the way, shall we? Though you're at a massive disadvantage.
I haven't hired any inexperienced lawyers. My legal team is top-notch. They've never lost a case. You can't win.
They are formidable opponents, I'll give you that. But I don't need to fight them.
Backing down already? Afraid to face real lawyers?
You really don't understand your situation, do you?
What?
You'll see soon enough. Impressive, Mr. Thompson, as expected of a council member. The media coverage is on a different level. Your face is all over the news. How does it feel having reporters surrounding your workplace and home?
Make it stop! You have to make it stop! I can't even leave my house!
Once your harassment, cancellation scheme, and other misdeeds went public through those articles, the media wasn't going to ignore such a juicy story. They're quite thorough in their investigation.
This isn't how it was supposed to be! This isn't what was supposed to happen! I was respected! I had power! Why am I being hounded by the media like a criminal?
You still don't understand? Because that's exactly what you did. Your actions have consequences. Have you seen the news? More victims are coming forward every day. Public opinion has completely turned against you, and they're fully supporting the victims. As a council member, you should know the scariest thing in the world is clear-cut public moral outrage. People believe that justice should always triumph over evil. In other words, they think it's okay to punish those who do bad things. There's nothing scarier than mob justice once it starts rolling.
Please, you have to help me. My career is ruined. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I won't do anything else. Please just make all this stop.
Now you want forgiveness? After everything you've done? You know, my family runs a farm, so when I saw those rotten vegetables, I understood exactly how carelessly you managed food. That showed your true character. Once something's rotten, it can't be restored. Just like your reputation. That's why I don't trust your words or accept your apology. It wasn't just the vegetables that were rotten, it was you.
I hear the Thompson family is being pursued by the media, and now they're facing a class action lawsuit from harassment victims. After losing credibility, Mr. Thompson lost his political faction battles and his position as a council member. His re-election chances are now hopeless. Since he was the main breadwinner, the family is struggling financially. Ex-fiancé couldn't abandon his parents when they begged him for help, so he went down with them. As for me, I managed to get the compensation, and now I'm busier than ever. The publicity from this incident spread the restaurant's reputation, and we're flooded with reservations from regular customers. I'm a bit embarrassed about being known as the chef who never wastes food, but our sales are doing well. I'm using the profits to start an initiative supporting single-parent families. After Rachel helped me through this, I realized I want to be someone who can support struggling families and children.